our next guest has to get to school. So I don't want to waste your time. I don't want to get her in trouble at school. So we're going to talk to her now. Yesterday, was it yesterday, the day before, I talked to Henry Pearson from Tour Down Under, who was organising an off-season sort of pro tour of New Zealand for disc golf. Disc golf, a discipline that Martin Devlin, maybe not now the greatest sports broadcaster in the country, says isn't really a sport. And I said I wanted him to cover the disc golf, having met Henry Pearson, and he said, well, he didn't. He laughed in my face. So I did the interview with Henry Pearson. Disc golf has got the Plunket bump and the platform bump, and I'm really interested in it as a sport. It seems to me to be an up-and-coming sport, and suddenly the buzz, because I'm in the community, the buzz was all about a young woman called Alison Tweedie, I think from Invercargill. So I wanted to find out more, so Ben got hold of her, and she joins us now. Alison, welcome to the platform. Lovely to have you with us.
Nice to meet you, thanks.
All right, Alison, first up, you're from Invercargill, right?
Yeah.
And you got to get to school. Where do you go to school?
James Hargest.
Okay, James Hargest. All right, so I don't want to hold you up too long. How long have you been playing disc golf?
About 3 years.
And how'd you get into it?
My stepdad started playing with his workmates, and then I tagged along, and then I kind of started getting more serious when I got my sponsorship with NZDSS in Christchurch.
NZ, sorry, this is brilliant. You also remember to get your sponsor in the first answer you give. You are a professional already, Alison. Sorry, just slowly, NZ.
DSS.
Okay, what do they do?
They're like a disc supplier in New Zealand.
Okay, all right. So they're the people who supply the disc, and they are sponsoring you. Is that a lucrative contract, being a professional sports person?
Yeah.
Well, lucrative to a 13-year-old from Invercargill, and I'm not going to get you to disclose the details of your contract. Alison, I understand you have had some success. Tell us, what's the pro record looking like? What have you won?
I've won South Islands.
Yeah.
Lords and Ladies in Wanaka.
Yeah.
In the FA1 division. And the Garden City Open in Christchurch.
Yeah.
I won the Southern Smash in Invercargill.
Yeah.
I won Tweedie last year and Tweedie this year.
Ooh. Okay, so you've got a pretty good record. Are these age-graded competitions or are they open competitions, Alison?
Some of them I've played in the women's division, and some of them I've played in the juniors division.
All right, so it's gender. You can't play against men?
You can, yeah.
Okay, have you beaten grown men at this game? This sport, I should say?
Yeah, some people.
Okay, what does it take, and you clearly are a very, very good disc golfer, Alison, what does it take to be a good disc golfer? Is there something about your physique? What is the skill, do you think, that makes you good?
You need a good mindset. You have to practice a lot, I guess, and I know you need to, yeah.
Okay, how many hours would you practice a day or a week?
I usually try to play 4 or 5 rounds a week. Plus, I try to get into the backyard every day and practice my putting. So,
okay, how long does a round of disc golf take?
It can take up to like an hour and a half.
Okay, so you're practicing hours every week, and that's what makes people champions, Alison. It's not talent, it's not luck, it's practice over time. Do you want to keep on playing disc golf, and what are your ambitions for the future in the sport?
I'm going to Junior Worlds next year, so my hope is to do as well as I can there.
Yep.
Yeah, and Nationals in Auckland. Hoping
Okay, you're going up to those nationals. That's in the new year, isn't it?
Yeah, in January.
Okay. Are you going to play at Glenorchy in late Feb for the end of this tour down under thing?
I don't think so. I'm not sure.
You should talk to the sponsors. I'd love Martin Devlin to meet you and tell you that it's not a sport what you do. Hey, Alison, how important are your family? Are they supportive of what you do? Because I'll be honest, it's a slightly weird thing for someone to take up. I hadn't really heard of disc golf until just recently.
Yeah, they're really supportive. They help me get to all my tournaments and that.
Good on them.
Yeah.
And what about friends? Have you got friends who are into it too? Or are you the disc golf girl at school?
I'm more of the disc golf girl at school. Not many of them are really interested in sports.
All right. Hey, what do you... I said to Henry Pearson the other day, I said, the great thing about this sport, it looks to me like you can play it in some form almost anywhere because all you need is a disc or a few discs, and it kind of travels well. It doesn't feel, I'll be honest, as stuck up as golf can be, normal golf.
No.
Yeah. Alison, I think you've done your sponsors proud this morning. I don't want to hold you up from school. That's important too. Congratulations on all your success, and I hope to hear more about you in the future in the world of disc golf.
Thank you. It was great being on the show.
Cheers. Cheers. Alison Tweedie, 13 years old, James Hargest High School. James Hargest, was he a soldier? James Hargest High School, Invercargill. What she hasn't won? She's the FA1 Garden in Christchurch, the Invercargill, the Lords and Ladies, the South Island. She's been everywhere. I still didn't quite get the sponsor's name that clearly, though. I'm just saying. Not a sport, hey, Martin Devlin? I think I've just shown you a young professional who would say it is most definitely a sport, Mr. Devlin. Okay. I'm going to, look, honestly, I talked to Devlin yesterday. I said, what are you doing mid-late February? I guess because he'll be back at work by then, one hopes. And he said, what do you mean? I said, you're going on the road, buddy. You're going on the road to cover disc golf. I'll get someone else to cover the fun parts of the show. I don't know, I'll give him a camper van or something. And I'll just say, that's it. You're following the disc golfers around the country. Certainly he's going to be in Glenorchy. We're going to make him eat humble pie all weekend in Glenorchy, aren't we? Sean, awesome, Alison. Great to hear your story. Nigel of Tauranga. And good on her for fronting up. That's hard for a 13-year-old. And isn't it? And she said, what do I do? 4 or 5 rounds a week and every day in the backyard. That's what, in any sport, in any endeavour, that's what makes people great. Thinking about David Beckham and how much he used to practice. Wayne Gretzky, the great hockey player, practiced all the time. Practice makes perfect, folks. It's not that they're lucky and they're talented, it's that they practiced.